Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thought Fox by Ted Hughes. I imagine this midnight moment's forest. Something else is alive beside the clock's loneliness and this blank page where my fingers move. Through the window I see no star. Something more near, so deeper within darkness, is entering the loneliness, cold delicately, as a dark snow, a fox nose touch twig, a leaf. Two eyes serve a moment that now and again, now and now and now, sets neat prints into the snow between trees and overly a lane, shadow legs by stump and in hollow of a body that is bold to come. Across clearness and eye, a widening, deepening greenness, brilliantly, concentratedly, coming about its own business, till with a sudden sharp hot stink of fox, it enters the dark hole of the head. The window is starless still. The clock ticks. The page is printed. Thought Fox. The fox that is coming as a symbol of thought in the mind of a poet. Actually, in this poem, poet is sharing his experience of inspiration. That is the inspiration of a poet. When a poet is in his room and how he starts to write, how the idea came in his mind, how the theme emerged in his mind. So, in this poem, in a simple form, poet is sitting in his room and that is darkness, and outside the window all darkness is over there, and poet is here with a blank page, and he is thinking, and in his imagination he is watching. A fox is coming on snow, very slow, behind the twigs, behind the bushes, and then its eyes begin to vivid, and he saw his eyes, and after this the fox came more forward, and he saw it completely, and page was written. Actually, poet is watching a fox outside in the wood that is coming. Actually, that is symbolism. Fox is the symbol of the idea or thought. Fox is a symbol of some theme. Fox is a symbol of some inspiration. Some idea, first of all, how it emerged in the mind. First of all, we saw only some movement in the mind. And then movement come more clear with the passage of time. And the eyes begin to, we can watch the eyes. And then after this, the idea completely clearly come in front of us. And it is written on the notebook. Now again watch it now. I imagine, I am thinking, this midnight woman's forest. I am thinking about the midnight forest. Means there is midnight, means there is forest. I am thinking about a forest at midnight. Something else is alive. I am feeling that something is alive, something is quivering, something is which is vibrating. Somewhere I can imagine it. I can watch in the darkness. There is something which is alive. Besides the clock's loneliness, there is a tick, tick, tick of clock, and clock's only sound is over there, but beside this sound, there is also another sound. And there is not a sound maybe, but there is movement only. So, poet says that he has seen in his imagination something which is moving, something which is vibrating. And he has also viewed that a clock is ticking. Now, if we discuss in the deeper sense what the Faria was saying previously, that at the same time he is aware about his consciousness as the clock is ticking. There is a consciousness. At the same time, he is also bit aware about the stream of consciousness or unconscious his mind, that where some quiver is over there, where some sound is, where some movement is over there. and this blank page where my fingers move. Now at first bit, he is saying that he has a blank page in his hand and his fingers are ready to move on them, but still he has written nothing on it. So in first paragraph, poet says that he is sitting in his room, clock is ticking, and he is thinking about forest, and that is midnight. In the darkness and wood, I can listen, I can imagine a movement is over there. And in my hand there is a page. Though the window I see no star, and there is no star. It means that he wants to say that the stars are faded and there is darkness and stars are not clear. Something more near, and something more near, and I can imagine that something is coming near. As he is watching the movement, he is thinking about the movement. Now he is saying this movement is coming more clear, and that is coming to life. Coming to life. Though deeper within darkness is entering the loneliness, and in my loneliness that is entering, and there's a darkness. So in the darkness and in the loneliness, some movement is coming more clear. Cold delicately as a dark snow, and there's a dark snow is over there. It means that in the forest there is a darkness and there is snow. When there is snow, it means that everything is barren. It means that there is nothing green is over there. So a fox nose touches twigs. Very beautiful imagery is over there. And he is saying that I can imagine that a fox is coming forward and it is touching its nose to the twigs, to the bushes. As the idea came, that is terrified. He is saying that as the idea emerged in the mind, that is terrified idea. Always shrinks to come in front. Always he smells something, and then as the fox is very clever. Fox is clever. It came rarely in front of somebody. So she is conscious, and she also smells each and everything and then come front. It is also difficult to come out from the mind. So fox is coming with a touching of nose to the twigs, leaf, two eyes serve a moment, and then idea came more vital when the two eyes come in front of the poet. That now and again now and now and now. And now he is watching that the idea is coming fully into his mind, and he is saying that fox is coming forward. Check neat print into the snow, and there are some neat prints over there as the fox came on the wire, on the path. Between trees and rarely a lane. And between the trees it came, and there is also uneven shadows are over there. Between the shadows, between the trees, between the bushes, on the snow, fox come forward. Shadow legs by stump, and it also stump and hollow of, and there is also this fox came between the some stump. Stump don't mean tanne. Our body that is world to come. Now it is a dying body. Dying. Jurutman. Across clearings and I. Across clearings and I are widening, deepening greenness. So in this idea, as the idea is coming across clearings, there is a clearing, now it come on the clear place. Idea came on the plain, on the clear place. And I are widening, deepening greenness, brilliantly, concentratedly coming about into own business. Now that is full concentratedly coming into the place. Now the fox is at that place, in that region of mind where he can read it, where he can assume it, where he can watch it clearly, simply. Tail with a sudden sharp hot sting of fox, and with the sudden sharp hot sting of fox, with the coming of fox, it enters the dark hole of the mind, of the head, Then fox entered into a dark hole of the head. Maybe dark hole is something a place where you can, mechanically you can create something. Mechanically you can you can discuss something, you can imagine something, you can watch something. There's a dark hole. As a dark hole, you can imagine that the photographers, photographers, they have also a dark room in which they make pictures. Maybe that is resembling over there. Something is printing over there like the photographer. The window is starless still, and outside the window there is darkness still. The clock ticks. The page is printed. So the page is printed, the task is completed. It means that the fox was not a fox. Actually, that was the idea. And poet was telling us a process of writing poem, a process of imagination, a process of gathering idea, a process of concentrating on an idea, a process of writing a poem again. So nice.